Good evening, everybody. অল হয়ে গেল।
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Maharaj.
Yes.
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Maharaj.
So, should I begin? Should I begin?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Pranam,
Yes,
Pranam Maharaj.
Yes. So, good evening, everybody. So, we are very happy. Today, we are going to host a very wonderful webinar, Indian Music Therapy. It's an online workshop, and we are extremely delighted to have with us Dr. Karuna Nagarajan, the founder of Svaraveda Foundation. So the need of this particular thing is definitely beyond the question, and I'm sure today I'm so happy to see number of participants. They join from different parts of the country, and definitely it's a very unique approach. So on behalf of Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandira family, I heartily welcome Dr. Karuna Nagarajan, who is the founder of the Svaraveda Foundation and a very professional, very acclaimed personality, particularly in this field. And I welcome all the participants today in this beautiful workshop, very unique workshop actually. So, for my knowledge goes, we are hosting such kind of workshop for the first time in our college. So, I hope definitely you all will be benefited enough after attending this workshop. So, welcome, Dr. Nagarajan, and welcome you all. I congratulate especially uh, uh, Swami Nareshanandaji, who was very much instrumental to organize such kind of online workshop, and all his uh, team members of our placement and career counseling staff. So welcome you all, and I sincerely pray to Thakurma Swamiji for a beautiful, successful completion of this workshop. Thank you. Dr. Nagarajan, are you here? Hello? Hello?
Maharaj, she hasn't joined yet. She will join within 2 or 3 minutes. We are
Okay,
in
okay,
touch with her.
Hello, hello,
okay,
hello, hello,
okay.
hello.
Yes, I'm there. I'm there.
Hmm.
Please inform.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste, namaste, Dr. Nagarajan, namaste.
Namaste.
Already, I welcome all the participants of this webinar. So, our college, this Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandira, the college actually, it has completed more than 8 decades in higher education in West Bengal. And today we are very happy to have you, and we welcome you very much on behalf of our Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandir family. I already welcome all the participants of today's webinar, and I fervently hope that all will be immensely benefited after attending this workshop. Uh, Thank you, ma'am, to join us.
Thank
And
you.
if have you ever been in Belur Math earlier?
Yes, Swamiji. I had
So,
been for UGC meeting Atma Priyanand
oh,
Swamiji
Thakur,
Maharaj.
yeah,
He
that's
was
nice.
he had chaired the meeting, so I was there. Yes, and I am also initiated devotee of Ramakrishna.
Oh, acha.
And Swami Ranganathananji Maharaj, actually,
Initiated
he has
by.
initiated me.
Okay, okay. Well, so nice to meet you, ma'am. So thank you very much to join us. And may I now request our impression and his team to just begin the workshop. Abhradeep,
Yes,
Should we
Maharaj.
begin? Ah,
Yes,
should we
yes,
begin?
yes,
Okay.
Maharaj.
Should I start, Swamiji?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Namaste to all. It would be great if you on your videos, because music and yoga comes with the Guru Shishya Parampara. So it is our tradition that we do that mukataha. That means face to face. But nowadays, because of this technical improvements, we have gone through this online, and this, at least if you though it is online, at least you can on your videos where I can see some of you. So I request you to on your videos where, if it is possible, and it would be great also, so that I can see you and speak. So we'll begin this session with the um, opening prayer, which is from Taitiri Upanishad, which depicts the relationship between the Guru and Shishya. We'll begin it. And before that, before we tell this prayer, we'll have a small relaxation, so that I will be preparing you to have this session. Sit erect and please close your eyes. I request you to follow the instructions. Relax your body completely from toes to the head. Consciously relax all the parts of the body. Shift your awareness towards your breath and observe 5 rounds of deep breathing. Deep inhalation and long exhalation. Please be with your breath. Bring your breath to slow and rhythmic phase. When your breath is slow and rhythmic, your mind is calm and composed, ready for teaching learning process. This state, adopt Namaskara Mudra. We shall chant the opening prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms, transfer the heat generated to your face. Slowly open your eyes. So I'll be presenting. So I'm the founder director of Svaraveda Foundation. I run music therapy courses, and my courses are approved by Health Sector Skill Council, and whoever does my course will get certificate from Health Sector Skill India, and as a competency enhancement certificate. So coming to Indian music therapy. What is music? Let us try to understand first. So, what is music? According to Sangeeta Ratnakara, one of the musical treatise, it says that vocal music, instrumental music, and dancing, all these three put together is music, Sangeeta. So, the very name of our country, Bharata, is explained by scholars which consists of three musical elements: Bha for Bhava, Ra for Raga, Ta for Tala, which is rhythmic pattern. So Bhava is feeling, Raga is melody, and Tala is rhythmic pattern. So this is what is music. And music is that which expresses, which can't be spoken, and it is both art and science. It is an art because it awakens the aesthetic mood or consciousness dealing with expression of one's feeling and emotions, and it brings unbounded joy and happiness to the listener. And it is declared as science because it is concerned with the systematic management of sound at all the levels in the universe. And what is music therapy? Let's go. Music therapy is a multidisciplinary field, and the area of music psychology is an innovative interdisciplinary science, and it draws from fields of musicology, that is history, theory, and science of music, and psychology, that is study of mind and behavior, acoustics, which is science of sound, and sociology, which is pertaining to social behavior and human societies, and anthropology, which talks about material culture as well as mind culture. So here mind culture is their languages, belief systems, social structures, and institutions, and material culture is the way they live, like in ancient days, how they used to build the house. It was where in the center place the sun used to enter into the house. It is not what it was, it is built like nowadays. From the center place, the sun used to enter the house, which dispels the darkness of the house as well as the darkness of the mind. So that was our culture. And they used to place tulsi in between the house, where of course it where tulsi mother dispels the bad energy or negative energy from the house. So this is one of the examples of our material culture, and all these fields put together, which is multidisciplinary field, is music therapy. So it is not just giving a particular raga to a person. It is, you have to know what that person is undergoing, which is psychology, and you have to give a proper frequency, proper hertz of frequency. Should the piece of music should have proper frequency, or it should be curtailed to a particular frequency for that person to enjoy the music. So this is the acoustics. And next is sociology. It pertains to the social behavior and human societies. How is the interpersonal relationship of that person? All these things, how he socially moves on. That also should be known about that person or the participant. And anthropology, as just now I told, it pertains to mind culture and material culture. So all these things put together is the field of music therapy. And in the West, music therapy in the West, Greek philosopher Pythagoras is considered to be the founder of music therapy. This was in 6th century, and the first documented music medicine in a general hospital began in 1484. That was in Bayazid Hospital, that is Ottoman Empire. And mental disorders were treated with music, and each key, that is, it was called makam, of classical Turkish music were used to treat different disease. So this is one aspect which you have to know. And one very beautiful thing is Florence Nightingale in France recognized the power of music in hospital, where she used to treat the soldiers who were wounded with music, who were wounded in Crimean War with music, and she which also aided the healing process. So this is one. This was in 1800. And coming to Indian music therapy, please note that we had this concept of music therapy 5,000 years back, and Charaka has mentioned this. Charaka Samhita has mentioned this. Ashtanga Hridaya also has mentioned this. So Ayurveda recommends music therapy according to the dosha, to balance that particular dosha. And there are various types of music therapy. So music therapy is an established healthcare profession which uses music to address not only physical but emotional, cognitive, and social needs of individuals of all ages. So we have various types of music therapy. The first type is background music therapy. So music nowadays, you must have seen that in hospitals, and many holistic centers and resorts also nowadays, they play music between 8 to 12 hours as a hospital routine, which aims to create a calm environment amidst of this chaotic environment of hospitals. And even any healthcare centers, it has become a common thing to see. You would have seen that. And second one is contemplative music therapy. So here it helps participants appreciate the significance of music and art in general. Here what we the music therapist or we you have to do is, you have to before giving the piece of music, you have to talk about that piece of music, which is the raga which it uses, what is the combination of swaras, who is the composer, and when was it composed, in what circumstance this the piece of music was composed. Everything can be told, so that it helps the participant to appreciate the music. So this is contemplative music therapy. And next one is combined music therapy. Here participants are allowed to select the musical composition which enhances the therapeutic benefits and which suits the patient. Of course, you will be surprised, the patient actually chooses that music which is really helpful according to his mental condition, according to his mood. He selects the music which really it's surprising that it really gives a lot of therapeutic benefits. And coming to next one is executive music therapy, which consists of individual or group singing and playing musical instruments. You would have had this therapeutical benefit when you attend bhajan sessions. Especially, there is one concept called mirror neurons. See, what happens is, whoever is leading the bhajan, in whatever mood he is singing, the same mood gets reflected upon that those people who are leading, following that person. When the lead and follow is happening, whatever mood that person who is leading the bhajan session or the musical session, the same mood gets reflected upon the singers and the people who follow. So this is one concept, beautiful concept. And that is why this when you attend any bhajan sessions, you will have, when you come out, there is a culturing of emotion, there is a sublimation of emotion which happens. This is what we call it as executive music therapy. And we have executive electro music therapy. This form of therapy frequently is used in managing emotionally disturbed children, dyslexic children. So this is one concept. And we have creative music therapy, where we allow the participant to write songs, compose music, and play instrument as a form of emotional release. Like whenever there may be their loved ones would have that the grief over a deceased loved ones, oppression and repressed feelings, where it can be expressed through music and song. This is what happens in creative music therapy. So these are the types of music therapy. And let us come to Indian music therapy. So music therapy in general is the use of music and musical elements. Like I'm talking about this the Western concept. I have picked this from one of the research papers. So musical elements, there is sound, rhythm, melody, harmony, and pitch in a process designed to facilitate, promote communication, relationships, learning, mobilization, and expression of your feelings. But for Indian music therapy, there are 7 technical compartments, which is Nada, Shruti, Swara, Raga, Tala, Rasa, and Tata. So the basis of Indian music therapy is to use all these elements of music to facilitate It should be suitable type of music according to the mood of the participant, with specific tonal quality, that is the combination of tones or swaras, what we call combination of particular swaras with a particular frequency. You should see how that depicts a particular aesthetic mood, which we call it as rasa concept, with right type of melody, that is raga, Indian melody. You will all be knowing this, and it should be played at a suitable time. This is a very important concept, because time theory is so much specified, or by especially Sangeeta Makaranda, which is written by Narada Maharshi. So he says, if the particular raga which is supposed to be played by in a particular time, if you don't do that, it gives adverse effects, he says in Sangeeta Makaranda. So this is one concept, and this time theory actually dates back to Yajurveda, a time of Yajurveda. See, they had a fixed time for for doing ceremonies, and everything was time bound. This ceremony should be done in this mahurta only. Like that, mahurat was fixed for everything. So this was the concept which dates back to Yajurveda, and it is followed even in our Indian classical music. And let's try to understand what are these 7 technical compartments of Indian classical music. So this is these are the elements which I told you. Nada refers to sound that has consistent quality with a single frequency or a group of similar frequency. Here, according to this our ancient text, you have that nada is that which is 2 elements have joined, and we have got this concept of nada, which is the sound, which is fire and one second, sorry, one second. Sorry, fire and air. So these are the 2 elements which has been combined, and we have got the sound. And shruti is a pitch position in an octave that corresponds to a particular frequency. And swara is the specific pitch that is related to fixed tonic and derives it svato ranjayati shrotru chittam saswaram uchyate. That means that which actually gives happiness, ranjayati, happiness, or entertainment for to the listener is swara. So we have komal swara and tivra swara, and that which is lower from the raised pitch, lowered is komal swara, which we call it as flat notes. And tivra shuddha swara we have, that is they can be sari gama padani. You will all know these sapta swaras. And komal swara, out of these 7 swaras, we have ri, ga, dha and ni become komal when their frequency is lower than their shuddha forms. So tivra swara, only madhyama swara, that is ma, can become vikrut, so which is above the shuddha, that is the normal note. So this is the basic information of swara. And tala is the rhythmic pattern denoting the time in music. I have made it as simple as possible. And raga is a collection of specifically picked tones, that is swaras, and when blended express the appropriate mood or emotion, which we call it as swara sannivesha. Raga is swara sannivesha. And there we have again this term tata. Tata refers to scale that has 7 notes in ascending order and descending order, sequentially arranged. And please note this: the central objective of Indian music is to create rasa or aesthetic mood in the listener in order to communicate or suggest that kind of information that cannot be clearly expressed through words. So this is the evocation of rasa or the aesthetic mood is the basis of Indian music therapy. So let's try to understand what is this concept of rasa. Uh, Before that, I just want to bring this aspect. Why is music, that is the sapta swaras, are so much enjoyable? Is because man, a primitive man, how did this swaras evolve? Was primitive man was imitating the sounds of birds and animals. That is how these sapta swaras evolved. So we got Sa Shadjam from peacock, Rishabha from bull, Gandhara from goat, Madhyama or Krauncha bird, Panchama Koil, Dhaivata Dha from horse, Ni Nishada from elephant. Like this, we started when we started imitating the nature, imitating the birds and animals, we got this evolution of Saptaswara. I have a beautiful song, which is of course in Malayalam, but it since it resembles Sanskrit, you will be understanding. Just I will play a small piece of this music. 1 second.
Sangeetam. Deva Sabhatanamagilamadhumanadamayukami Swagatam 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 Sapadanam Ragilamadhuma Nadamayukami Swagatam Sapadanam Ragilamadhuma Nadamayukami Swagatam Mayurnaadam Swaramai Vidarum Shadjamanadamandram Mayurnadanam Yamai Teliyam Shadjamanadam.
So Mayura Nadanam is peacock, you know, Mayura is peacock. So Nadanam, the way it sings, and it's a Adhara Shadjam. That means it's the first note he says. And let me. He says Shiva Vahaname Nandi. That is Shiva's Vahana is Nandi, right? Which is the bull.
సంతోషకారక స్వరం 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 అజరవ గాంధారం 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 ఆమోదకారక స్వరం సుందర గాంధారం గాంధారం గాంధారం.
So Ajarava, he says. Aja is goat, right?
పంచమం వసంత కోకిల స్వరం స్వరం.
So Vasanta is, spring. Vasanta Kokila, he says.
కోకిల స్వరం వసంత కోకిల స్వరం.
So Ashwa is horse.
గజముఖనాదం సాత్వనభావం ఆగమ జపలయ నిషాదరూపం నీలి ശാന്തമായി പൊഴിയും സ്വരജലകണങ്ങൾ ഏകമായ
So it may be a Malayalam song, but music doesn't have any language. It's so beautiful, and very nicely they have brought out this concept of which animal has got which note comes from which animal, and which is the rasa created. So beautifully it has brought out in this song. I will share this song with you people later on. You can listen. It's a beautiful song. So people listen to music for two reasons. One is emotional control and emotional influence. So rasa is that essence of our emotions that exists in our body and mind, that is capable of representing the basic emotion. It is love, joy, wonder, courage, calmness, anger, sadness, fear, and disgust. So when the mind becomes standstill in one particular aesthetic feeling or mood, that is called as rasanubhava. That is experiencing the rasa, which is the basis of emotional healing through music. So when a particular rasa is depicted in a raga, that is a melody, it touches our heart. So every art whether it is dance or sculpting or singing, it is the expression of happiness. Rasovai saha anandi bhavati, says Taittiriya Upanishad. So consolidation of and evocation of rasa represent the function of all fine arts. So even when you see a beautiful sculpting in our temples, you just stand there. You are in that your mind becomes stand still in that mood in which that beautiful sculpting has been done, whatever that dance or whatever that feel you get. So that is what we call as rasanubhava, and this is the basis of emotional healing, which happens through music therapy. So music therapy is for emotional healing, and we have navarasas. According to Bharatanaट्य Shastra, he expressed only eight rasas. Of course, Shanta was later on added. See, we have Shringar Rasa, which is love, where the related emotions are beauty, aesthetic sentiments, devotion. We have Hasya Rasa, joy, humor, laughter, and sarcasm. Karuna Rasa, which is empathy, which leads to where the related emotions, which leads to compassion and pity. Raudra, anger, violence, irritation, and stress. Virya, courage, which leads to heroism, determination, courage, also self-assurance. So Bhayanaka, fear, terror, anxiety, nervousness, worry, and Vibhatsa, which is related to disgust, meaning is disgust, and related emotions are depression and dissatisfaction. Adbhuta is wonder, curiosity, astonishment, mystery, and Shanta Bhava is calmness, peace, relaxation, and rest. And Bharatanatyam Shastra, as I told, expounds these 8 categories, the first 8. And from the 3rd or 4th century onwards, we have got this Shanta Bhava, Shanta Rasa, which relates to silence or tranquility, and it is the supreme rasa. And this 9th rasa is the culmination of all other rasas. And all Indian arts, including music, attempts at this Shanta Bhava or transcendence, and is thus are of unique quality. So this is the concept of rasa. And I am going to relate this concept of rasa to the happy chemicals which are released from the brain when you listen to the music. So let me show this. So love, joy, courage, calmness, wonder are desirable rasas for us to be healthy. And anger, fear, sadness, disgust are not desirable. When which is disagreeable rasa. So when these disagreeable rasa, that means when we are, if we are always angry, or always fearing, always sad, or disgust, you feel that disgust feeling. When this catches up for a long period or prolonged period, the biochemical environment created in our body is difficult to get rid of, which may lead to disease. So maintaining an agreeable rasa, that is love, joy, courage, calmness, wonder, actually keeps our body stable, which helps us to be healthy. So keeping it healthy and facilitating in curing of the disease. You all know mind and body are connected, right? Whenever we feel love in our heart, automatically our there is this happy chemicals like oxytocin is the love hormone which is released from the brain, and it happens when we are playing with the dog, playing with the baby, holding hand, hugging your family, giving compliments to others, loving compliments. So that oxytocin is the love hormone which is released when your heart is filled with love. So this is necessary. We listen to those ragas or that music which gives that Shringara rasa, Shringara bhava, which may help to release this oxytocin, which keeps you healthy. And dopamine is that reward chemical. So when does it get released? It gets released when when you complete a task, doing self-care activities, eating the food, your favorite food. All these helps to release this dopamine, that is reward chemical. So when can we, how can we bring that with through music? You can listen to those ragas which brings that self assurance or veera rasa, which self assurance, hey, everything will be all right, so everything will be fine for you. Which gives that that feeling of reward to you. So this is how you bring the corresponding ragas to release these healthy or happy chemicals. And serotonin is one of that which the mood stabilizer. When does it get released? When you are meditating, running, sun exposure, walking in nature. That means tuning to the nature, swimming, cycling. All these things helps to stabilize your mood, which gives that shanta bhava. So you can use those ragas which brings that shanta and karuna bhava, which helps in bringing that balance. And we have endorphin, which is the painkiller. So laughter, exercise, essential oils, watching a comedy, dark chocolate, all these things, exercising, which brings which gives the effect of painkiller. So you can bring those ragas, like you can listen to those piece of music which is percussion in instrument, percussion, which is more of percussion instruments that you can listen to. And tillanas, you must be knowing this genre of music, which is tillana. So that you can listen, which helps to release this endorphin. So like that, we can relate to these chemicals which are produced by the brain for us to keep healthy. And one important thing I want to share here is, I told you that music therapy is emotional healing. So what is emotional healing is, it is to ward off the negative feelings like criticism, anger, guilt, and resentment, and replace them with positive mental thought patterns of love, compassion, pleasantness, and calmness. There is one beautiful yogic text, which is, we call it as Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Here, Patanjali was one of the best psychologists in 5,000 years back, who has given the solution for this emotional imbalance. So what he says is, Maitri Karuna Mudito Pekshanam Sukha Dukkha Punya Vishayanam Bhavanatyascha Chitta Prasadanam, he says. So what does that mean? Be friendly in your day-to-day life. Be friendly with those who are like with everyone. He relates Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, Sukha, Dukkha. So be friendly with those who are happy. So what is the psychology of human being is, we want to be friendly with those who are not so happy, so that you can be in an upper hand. So this is a human psychology, right? So he says, be friendly with those who are happy, and have compassion, that is karuna, for those who are in dukkha, who are in distress. Okay. And be and also he says mudita is, be happy for those who are happy. So that means when you see somebody happy, you're jealous. But be happy for those who are happy, and think that, hey, they have done a lot of punya or virtues for them to be happy. So this should be your thinking. And when you see a wicked person, ignore the wicked or discount the wicked. Don't get too much into criticism. That's what he says. If you follow these four attitudes in your day to day life, you will be very happy, he says. So what does he say? How to do that? So he says, vitarka badane pratipaksha bhavanam. So whenever you see negativity within you, put the opposite. So when you see hatred, you let us take that you hate a person. So if not love, at least be neutral to that person. So whenever you have that, let us take that you are fearing for something you fear. So what you should do is you should put the opposite. What is that? Adventure. You would have seen people who are doing river rafting. How do they do that? How do they people are so much scared of water, right? But how do they enjoy this river rafting? Have you ever thought about it? Because they replace adventure in the place of fear. So that is what makes us, when you see a negative thing, which is not good for you, which is a disagreeable rasa, you put the opposite. That is what we call as emotional healing. So whenever you see wrong emotions, so you put the opposite feeling through a particular music, and that is what is music therapy. So emotional healing happens through music because you put the opposite of the negative feeling, which is positive. And let me one small thing which I want to tell you here is, we suffer from various psychosomatic ailments, which may be arthritis, asthma, diabetes, hypertension, all these psychosomatic. Many people are suffering nowadays, especially diabetes. So what is the emotional cause of diabetes? Let me explain to you this. People do not have this attitude of gratitude, cribbing. Hey, I should have had such house, I should have had such car, I should have had this, I should have had that. Instead of appreciating what you have, you crib for something which you do not have. So what happens? Mind and body is connected. How is it connected? What happens is, whenever there is a stress in your mind, so what happens? Your breathing pattern, the way you breathe, is affected. Your breathing becomes haphazard. So when it becomes haphazard, it percolates into your body level. How? First system which gets affected when you are stressed out, it is your digestive system. So the digestion, that means throwing out the waste material from the body. That means the throwing out the toxins from your body does not happen. And what happens? These toxic material accumulate in your body, and it clogs the pathway of the way of your breathing. That means, in our ancient text, it is told that, in yogic text, it is told that you all will be knowing this, because of Baba Ramdev. Thanks to him, he has taught every one of us Anuloma, Viloma, and Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. See, this prana moves in our body through these nadis, which are subtle channels. We have 72,000 nadis in our body. And our prana flows freely when there is no accumulation of toxins in these nadis, where the organs and systems get properly oxygenated, so that all the systems and organs work properly, especially the digestive system, which throws out the toxins from your body. So this is one important aspect, where you have to see that you are not stressed out, and where the prana flows freely in your body, and the digestion happens properly. Whenever the prana does not flow properly, what is that which happens? It is it leads to three digestive disorder. One is ajirnatvam, constipation, atijirnatvam, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. You constantly go to the restroom. And other one is kujirnatvam, where it leads to wrong digestion, where whatever is needed for your body is thrown out of the system. So why I'm telling is this: whenever you are emotionally imbalanced, whenever there is a stress in your being, it affects the way you breathing, and it percolates into your body. So this is what is how why we say mind and body are connected through the prana, the way you breathe. So what happens when there is so much of cribbing in the case of diabetes? Hey, I want this, I want that, everything. You are so much, you have so much of bitterness in your mind. And that bitterness, what happens is it leads to increase of body actually sees the mind is having so much of bitterness, so the glucose metabolism does not happen. It increases to substitute the bitterness of the mind. It increases the sugar level in the body. That is why we are branded as diabetic. So look at the emotional reason for diabetes. Similarly, for arthritis, what happens in case of arthritis? See, arthritis, it affects the knee, knee, and that is, knee is a supporting system. Why does the supporting system get affected? See, in your emotions, you have that fear. Hey, what will happen tomorrow? What will happen if this happens? If what happens if? So these feelings of fear and anxiety, what happens, that affects the support system in your body. The feelings in your mind will affect the support system. I'll just tell you one case which was handled by in our institution, which is SVS Yoga University. So what happened was, one guy was he was just 28 or 30 years. He couldn't even walk. He came in the wheelchair. So what was the problem was lower back pain, chronic lower back. Of course, back is also a support system. So he came to the hospital, our Arogya Dhamma, and then after some 1 or 2 days, we started the counseling started happening, because in our yoga we treat all the what we call, we not only treat the symptoms as allopathy does, we also treat the way they breathe through pranayama, and also we give bhajan sessions for them to calm down their mind, and various techniques are there. And also we counsel them with various texts like Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and we tell them how to tune to the nature. Like this, we have a holistic approach. So we started counseling that person. We understood why it has happened, because this guy, when he got the job, he was just 20, 25 or 26 when he got the job properly, and good job. He was a software person. So what happened was, he made big loans, big EMIs. He purchased a big car and a apartment and all, and there was a big EMI, fat EMI. He's in his mind, what if I lose the job? This emotions blew up, and it caused constant chronic lower back pain. So this is how this emotions in our mind actually leads to disease, which percolates and affects the weaker organ in our system. So this is why we say music helps in emotional healing, which wards off the negativity which is pertaining to that disease. So before knowing how to give a particular raga, or how to give a particular music, you should know what is the problem of that person, how to heal him emotionally. And please understand, music therapy alone will not work for the person. It is a holistic treatment where the proper diet, proper lifestyle, everything put together, proper herbs, everything put together will work out. It's not just music therapy can work out. All put together, it will work. It should be a holistic approach. So this is what I want to just bring about. And what happens during music and even chanting. Okay, so resonance is the key. So resonance can occur when an object is vibrated at its natural frequency, or naturally occurring frequencies, so which is possible by chanting and music. So that is why chanting or japa, japa meditation is so much recommended. Even in our Ramakrishna ashram, it is so much recommended, because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, among the yagnas and the japa yagna. So japa is one beautiful thing which creates resonance, and also the music with a particular frequency of combination of frequency of swaras, which we will be discussing later. And we have various music therapy techniques. So what are those? It's listening to live or recorded music, listening to tabla, mridanga, or voice percussion. You can also, this voice percussion, I just wanted to share with you. Voice percussion, that is what we call it as konnakol in our South Indian music. It is becoming very famous among this ADHD children, mentally retarded children, where it is very difficult to teach them, but it has become very popular among them. It has helped them. And of course, we should encourage the participants to learn this tabla, mridangam. This is a wonderful music, one of the technique of music therapy. And learning music assisted meditation techniques, like along it may be so what we play here is, along with pranayama, we play this flute music, because it is pertaining to the this is flute is, wind instrument. So along with, while doing pranayama, we play this flute. And we have various assisted meditation techniques, like we have yoga nidra, we have deep relaxation techniques. With all these techniques, we can play those background music where it actually helps them to relax completely. So this is one of the ways of music therapy. And you can also encourage the participant to sing familiar songs with live or recorded, especially now we have this star maker also in our many of you youngsters will be knowing this. Also karaoke is there, that also you can encourage the participant and to sing. And playing instruments such as hand percussion, also keyboard, improving music on instruments of voice, changing the song lyrics, expressing your own feelings for a famous song. So I just want to share with you one of the research which we have made is what happened. One of the participant liked that Dil Hi Chota Sa. You must have seen this. It is in Bilawal Rag, that famous A.R. Rahman song. So he loved that song. So what he did was, he changed the original lyrics and he expressed the feelings through that lyrics. It helped him a lot. So this is one of the techniques of music therapy. It's not just listening to a particular music. All these pertaining to the techniques of music therapy. So we have various approaches to Indian music therapy. So you have understood by this time psychological goals like elevating anxiety requires less stimulating music. So that means when you are bound with anxiety, you have to give that music which the opposite one, which calms them down. So listening pattern also gave a direction that simple genres like devotional music, cinema music, and bhajans are preferred for relaxing. I would not recommend, of course, cinema music. Others like the devotional music and bhajans are for relaxing. And one more thing I want to tell is, the purpose of music is to connect with the Lord. You all know the meaning of yoga. Yoga is to connect the individual consciousness, that is yourself, with the universal consciousness, that is the Supreme Lord. Right? So music, the purpose of music is to connect with the Supreme Lord. When you connect to that positive Supreme Lord, he's full of positive things. He's full of love, peace, compassion, all these things. Supreme Lord is known for that. He's light, love, peace, compassion. So when you connect to that Supreme Lord, all the negativities within you will be thrown out from the system. So that is the goal of human life too. So please understand and underline, the purpose of music is only to please the God. So let me tell you one small story which relates to this before going with the approaches of Indian music therapy. So what happened was, Tansen was the court singer in Akbar's court. He was, and he used to listen. Akbar used to often listen to Tansen singing a song, and hey, if you are singing like this, I want to listen to your guru. It seems, he said once, Akbar. Oh, you, if you want to listen to my guru, he stays in a cave and he sings only there. You have to come to the cave, it seems, he said. Oh, is it? I have to come to the cave. Okay, fine. I'll go. Let us go in disguise, he said, and he went to the cave. Went near the cave. So what happened was, he was singing a particular raga. It was so beautiful and so touching that actually he went into a trance. He fell unconscious, it seems. And later on, when he came back, he said, "Hey, why can't you sing like that?" It seems he asked. Then he said, answer by Tansen was, "Jahapana, I sing it for you, but he sings for the Supreme Lord. That is why his music is so beautiful." So this is the underlying meaning of music is only for the Supreme Lord. And we have two approaches. One is raga based approach, and a second one is genre based approach. And so we have these genres of Carnatic music. So we have different ragas, uh, and based on the emotion of that person, we give a particular raga. So we have genre based music, which can be from Carnatic music and Hindustani music. We have two genres, So we, in Carnatic music, we have these genres like Geetam, Swarajati, Jatiswaram, Varanam, Kirtanam. You will be knowing this, of course, Kriti. And we have in genre of Hindustani music is like Drupad, Khayal, and Tarana. Light classical forms including Dhamar, Trivat, Chaiti, Kajri, Tappa, Tap Khayal, Ashtapadi, Stumri, Dadra, Ghazal, and Bhajan. See, all these forms, though it is light classical forms, see, everything was connected to the Supreme Lord. For example, Chaiti was sung. It is actually sung on during Chaitra Masa, in which Masa Lord Rama was born. So it is connected to the that where the on singing on Lord Rama, his birth, all these things, his life. So this is how it is. Everything is connected to the Lord. That's what I wanted to tell you here. And this music and the brain. So we have these parts of the brain which is responsible in processing the music. So motor cortex is involved in movement of while dancing or playing an instrument. Here nucleus accumbens is involved with, and even amygdala is involved with emotional reactions to music. And sensory cortex controls tactile feedback while playing instruments or dancing. And auditory cortex, where we listen to the music sound and perceive and analyze the tones. And hippocampus is involved in musical memories, experiences, and context. You may, for example, a particular music may be related to a particular memory in your life. So this is where hippocampus, the role of hippocampus comes. So we have visual cortex, where it involves in reading music or looking at your own dance and moves. And cerebellum is involved in movement while dancing or playing instrument, as well as emotional reaction to the music. So like that, we have these music, these parts in the brain which actually processes the music, and playing and listening to the music works several areas of the brain. So I have given the near picture of all these things, like how this it is not proper. So here I have given like this. So it is available on the net. You can see later. And I'll just give two diseases which how you can give music to a particular disease. So I'll be talking about asthma and uh, arthritis. Okay. So asthma. So asthma is this is a lung disease. Air passage in the lungs become narrow. Inflammation and tightening of the muscles happen. So this I have made it simple. I have not gone too in detail. And here, what are the causes? Pollution, smoking, household chemicals, genetic, fatty food, dust, pets, bacteria, and viruses are the cause that triggers asthma. So narrow air passages in the lungs due to inflammation and tightening of the muscles. This causes asthma symptoms such as cough, wheezing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. So triggers can include viral infections like colds, dust, smoke, fumes, changes in the weather, grass and tree pollen, animal fur and feathers, strong soaps and perfume. So all these is the cause. And so symptoms are labored breathing, wheezing, sleep problems, chest pain, frequent coughing, allergies, common cold, feeling tired. All these things are the one which triggers asthma. So this is I have taken from the material from World Health Organization, of course. So now what is the metaphysical cause, that is the emotional cause? So emotional cause of this asthma is angst to love and be loved. So that means the concept of love, that to be they will be yearning to for love, which is missing in their life. So they feel stifled and suppressed and crying. So smooth breathing happens when there is love and freedom, and difficulty in breathing will happen when they are unloved and they are sad, when they feel sad and disgust. So that is what makes this. And breath is life, you all know that. So this is what is the metaphysical cause, or what we call as emotional cause of the disease. So what we do is we for unloved and sad, what we do, we have to I told you vitarka badane pratipaksha bhavanam. So whenever we are sad, we should put the opposite, which is love. So when we feel unloved, we should put that opposite, which is love. So how do we put this? And please understand that when music therapy, what it does is it natural mood lifting properties are there with music, which I have told you, and it facilitates the neuroplasticity and deep physical reactions with the body and improves the mental health. So this is the role of music, where when you put the opposite, it opposite, like those music which where you feel love, which brings the rasa or aesthetic mood of love, that actually elevates your mood to that aesthetic mood, that is love. And how do we do this? So as I told you just now, music stimulates the part of the brain controlling breathing and emotions. So music stimulates the parasympathetic relaxation nervous system. So singing helps the lungs to empty more fully. This avoids frequent top up breaths. So this is one of the aspect. And rasa to invoke is here is Shringar rasa, and notes that evoke is Ridha Shuddha. And these are thoughts from which the ragas come. Like, from Kalyan Tat, we have famous Yaman Rag. From Bilawal, we have Bilawal Rag, and Kamas, we have Kamaj Rag. Like that, we have these thoughts. The ragas which belong to these thoughts evoke the has these notes of Ridha Shuddh and evokes Shringar Rasa. So, and corresponding Melakarta, that is for Carnatic music, for Kalyan, it is Kalyani Rag, and Bilaval, Shankarabharana. For Kamas, it is Harikamboji. So, here I have brought the corresponding Carnatic also. So, these ragas which comes under the Melakarta of Kalyani will bring that Shringarasa. So, though if you listen to those ragas which depicts Shringarasa, which will help in bringing this Shringara Bhava. So this is one of the thing, and just I wanted to share with you in my research. I have done with, of course, heart rate variability. Here what was necessary, see, this I did it on those students who had come out of their home and they were staying in hostels for studying. So what do they lack here? What is the emotional imbalance which may cause, which may be the cause, is they lack the love, parental love, when they come out of the house, right? So what we did was we wanted to bring that Shringar Rasa in them. So we gave that those ragas which brought that love. So in our study we used Bhupali. So Bhupali is one raga which brings that Shringara Rasa. So just one line. Sariga pada sa da pa ga re sa. So this is one raga which is Mohan. One line of the song. It is a popular cinema music, but it is pertaining to the Supreme Lord. Jao tore charan kamal parvari, jao tore charan kamal parvari, हे गोविंद गोपाल मुरारी, शरणागत हूँ द्वार तिहार, जाओ तोरे चरण कमल परवारी, सरे ग पद sa da pa ga re sa. So the corresponding Carnatic is Mohanam. Just one line from Tyagaraja Swami. Dayarani, 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 Dasharathe Rama, Dayarani, Dayarani, Dasharathe Rama, Dayarani. So this is Mohana Raga. So you can feel that love when it is played or when it is sung. So this is one aspect which gives the, whenever there is a particular negative emotion, you have to bring the opposite. So this is one aspect I want to tell, and let us talk about this arthritis. So arthritis is inflammation of the joints. We have osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. You will all be knowing this. And so what happens? Cartilage wear and tear, age, overuse, immune system attack, uric acid deposits in joint, injuries. All these things are causes of arthritis. So here what happens? These are the symptoms where there is a pain, swelling, stiffness and tenderness in joints, stiffness especially in the morning. They will be unable to even get up sometimes. So much of pain and stiffness in the joints, and fatigue. Because of that pain, there is extreme tiredness and weakness. And what is the cause? It is criticism criticism and resentment is the cause of lack of movement or joints. So suppressed feeling is constrained, unloved. So balanced feeling is flow with the change. So fear of change actually leads to this arthritis. So what happens? Music releases endorphins, as I told you in my thing. It is one of the chemicals and other substances from the brain, leading to changes in heart rate, respiration, and blood pressure. So psychological aspects are important in any chronic pain. So many conditions such as fibromyalgia are classified as psychosomatic diseases. And so music therapy can be used in bringing this syndromes and reduce this arthritis at the end severity of the pain and improve the quality of life. These are of course some research papers which has happened. And how do we bring this healing? So the assertion of healing is, I easily flow with change. My life is divinely guided. That means whatever happens for my good. I'm always going in best direction. So this is what is the healing positive affirmation you have to do, and you can do that through music. Those ragas which has the swaras of ga and ni komal, and tat kafi, asaveri bhairavi, and mela karta is karahara priya, nata bhairavi, hanumatodi, shubha pantvarali. So like that, you can bring those ragas pertaining to this thought, and you can bring this Veera Rasa, which actually helps in bringing that self assurance. Hey, nothing will happen to you. Everything will be fine. That is the assurance we have to give for the patient. So this is how we, whenever we see the negative things, we have to bring the opposite, and that can happen only when we know the emotional cause of the music. And music is for emotional healing, and this is basic, and you can bring for yourself these music which is available freely on YouTube and all. You can just download and listen to the songs. So this is one thing. I'll try to play one of the beautiful bhajan by Jasraj Pandit Jasraj. Let me try to play. Oh, it's not possible, I think. So I will share that music. I can share that. So this is about, in brief, an introduction to Indian music therapy. If you have any questions, I can take up.
ভালোই বলেছে, কিছু প্রশ্ন নেই, খুব ভালো বলেছে, খুবই ভালো বলেছে। দাঁড়া বন্ধ করিস না। হ্যাঁ, করতে পারবো, কিন্তু কি বলবো?
Yes, Manogna ji.
No, ma'am, the session was very interesting. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I have one question. Like as you mentioned earlier, Sangeeta Makaranda, it specifies that there should be time element for everything. But as far as I have read, Carnatic music doesn't follow any time element, right? Like this raga should be sung in the morning, this raga should be sung in the evening. Hindustani music follows it more, but how is that?
Yes, Hindustani follows all these things. What our Bhatkande ji, what he has done is he has given the Carnatic equivalent for all the ragas in Hindustani. For see, Bhatkande has 10 thats, and he has given the equivalent 10 melakartas for this. So accordingly we can and we know the equivalent of many ragas, Hindustani ragas, so you can follow that time theory definitely. Yes, Carnatic doesn't follow, but Hindustani follows. You can match that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any questions? Yes, Ashimji.
Madam, would you share a soft copy of this lecture?
Sorry, soft copy of what?
Of this lecture, what you told us.
I think recording, I don't know. Recording has been done.
Are you
Recording
asking
is
for the PDF or the recording?
PDF copy.
Oh, that was used for the presentation, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Ashimji, my request is you can please buy my book. It is available in Amazon. An introduction to Indian music therapy.
Madam,
If you don't get some, because it will be out of stock most of the time. If you don't get, please let me know. I can give my number, my Svaraveda number, so that you can let me know, so that we will send you the book.
okay, madam.
Let me give you my number. Oh, Swarnavali has asked, ma'am, what is the rasa to revoke to cure diabetes? Shringara rasa, love. Because you always crib for something which you don't have. So love what you have. That is what is very important in diabetic case. Oh, sorry, I'm seeing it now. Please do in full presentation mode. I'm sorry. I am seeing it now. So any other questions if you have? You can join my course. It will be started in January. Now it is running. In January it will get started. Okay, Ashim Krishna, you have something?
Yes, madam. It is already I have got the number and
Sorry?
thank you, madam. I have got the
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Tapas Sen, you had some doubts. Rima, you can do one thing. You can call the number given, so that you can join from January. January we will begin the course. So you can join. You can call that number. Mala, how to remove sleeping disorder? Insomnia. So we have published the paper of insomnia. It is available on the net. So insomnia, what is necessary is, yes, I am available in WhatsApp. See, in insomnia, what is necessary is you should have that self-assurance. You would have seen that movie, movie song. Why I'm bringing this movie song is, most of the time people are familiar with movie music, cinema music. One song is there which is which where that person puts that lady to sleep by singing that kafi. Surumai Akiyome, you must be knowing that. So those ragas which brings self assurance or Veera Rasa, that you have to listen. So you can feel that, in that song you can feel that how he puts that person into sleep. Yes, Dr. Partha Krishnan. Yes, it is available even in Naradiya Shiksha. It is also told in Sangita Ratnakara. This peacock brings bull big is really like that. It is told.
I have a question to you. You did Krishna Nayak. I am Krishna Nayak telling you that you did not mention Bengali songs written by Rabindranath Tagore, Bengali poet
Maitreyi, please type your message.
who received Nobel Prize for his song. He is our mood of human life. We get from his songs. You did not mention this Bengali poet's name. It is my question.
Sorry, I couldn't get you. Full of disturbance. Whatever your message, please type in the chat box. You can visit my website for the details of the course.
Shall I receive or shall I repeat my question?
No, please type it. Sorry, Maitreyi, please type it. So, can ragas and Shringa Rasa help in managing depression and anxiety? Usually, Veera Rasa. So, anxiety comes in where they fear. Fear and anxiety is because they don't have that courage and self assurance. So, you bring those ragas with Veera Rasa.
ওর কর্ণাটকি মিউজিক বললো, মালায়ালাম মিউজিক, হিন্দুস্তান মিউজিক, রবীন্দ্রনাথ ঠাকুর, হ্যাঁ সাউথ ইন্ডিয়ান মনেই বললো, হিন্দুস্তানি এ সমস্ত বাঙালি রবীন্দ্রনাথ ঠাকুর, রবীন্দ্র প্রসাদ পাই তার হিউম্যান মুডের।
No, sir. Dr. Partha, there is no such proof. There is no such research done. But Sangeeta Makaranda tells that if it is sung in the wrong time, he gives which raga should be sung in which time. So time theory is mentioned in Sangeeta Makaranda. And in our course, we correlate to that time of Vata Pitta Kapha. Ayurveda basis its treatment, modality of treatment based on the time of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which is diurnal, right? So according to that, we relate the ragas, time theory of ragas. Yes, Rajkamal ji.
Ma'am, how can I join your course?
That is what I have given my number. We now the course is running, so it will be done by November. It will be done. So next course we are starting. December is a break, so January we are starting. After 15th we will be starting the course. So that time you can call this number. You can call us, and what you do is you send a WhatsApp message that I want to join this course. We will have you in our aspirant list, and we will send you the details of the course when the course begins.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
It says Darbari Kannada actually is used for coma. There are that case study that Darbari Kannada is used for bringing out the patient from the coma. That is what it is. So there is of course case study later on. Actually, You can see that Darbari Kannada and coma patient. You just Google it, you will get it.
Ma'am, Tapas Sen has raised a hand.
Sorry? Actually, I asked him, he's not telling anything.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, Tapas ji.
A psychologist can use the music therapy without training in music therapy?
Yes, that is in my course. Student need not know about the music. I will give them whatever necessary. I will give them the basics of music, which is necessary for you to conduct music therapy sessions. And please understand, you do not have to know singing. You do not have to sing with the patient or for the patient. There are many music available in the YouTube where the person, the singer, for example, Hari Prasad Chaurasia would have done so much of life after life sadhana. He has done so much of sadhana. You can please use the music which he has played, and you can acknowledge that person. So please use that music which has been, they would have done tapas for that. A music therapist need not be a musician. Please understand that. And musician can't be music therapist. That also please understand. Just because he knows music, he may not know the psychology, he may not have the research background. All these things are important for a music therapist. Psychologically, emotional cause of each disease, how you relate, everything has to be known. So it's that aspect which you have to learn and bring it to the participant. And it is not only that, counseling is very much necessary for the participants before giving music therapy. You have to hold that person's hand and tell, you should know what is happening in their mind. It is not just giving some raga. It is
Ma'am,
music therapy is much more than that. Counseling is more important than, then you can actually correlate your counseling with the right type of music. Then only it will work.
is it online course, ma'am?
Yes, online.
Please give details in our inbox message once again.
That is what I have given my number. Please send a message that you are a music aspirant. So
Your number, please, once again, ma'am. Your number, please.
I have given my website also. My number is there also.
SVARAVEDA.
Sorry? Yes.
SVARAVEDA.
Yes.
Svaraveda.
Svaraveda, yes.
Sorry for interruption, ma'am. It is for the kind information of all. Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandir is planning to conduct a online workshop on music therapy with Svaraveda Foundation. It is a online workshop with Svaraveda Foundation. So
Yes, you can contact, if that is the case. You can please contact
yes,
Abradhi.
online. It will be an online course.
Yeah.
So
You
you
can
can
contact.
visit our website.
Yeah.
We are planning to conduct the online course with ma'am. So for more information, you may contact our website also.
Sir, Ramakrishna Mission website, please.
Yes, Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandira. I am putting it in the inbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we can jointly conduct the workshop, the course. Yes, we can do that. And
Okay, sir.
and which ragas develop Veera Rasa? I told you Kafi, Asaveri, Tats, those ragas, and that Tat will bring Veera Rasa. So for depression, is what you need is Shringara Baba, love. Because most of the time they have so much of disgust and sadness. So what is the opposite is love. That is what you have to bring. So this will be in detail. We will be teaching you how to narrow down, and it is not just this metaphysical emotional approach. We also bring this Ayurvedic approach of music, where I teach medical astrology. So medical astrology is you get what is your prakriti or dosha. What is your prakriti or dosha while drawing the birth chart. But for that, what is important is you should have the right time of birth, place of birth, and all the details you should have. So you can draw the horoscope and know what is your prakriti, what is your constitution. So when according to the constitution, you will know the what is the propensity of disease propensity of yours or any particular person. So accordingly, you can listen to the ragas. So that is also one thing we teach in our course. It is both Ayurvedic approach and Ayurvedic lifestyle, where we bring in this music therapy, gem therapy, and color therapy. Like all these three things are put in one course: Ayurveda approach and metaphysical approach. Sorry, Manogna, no ragas will bring a non-desirable rasa. No, it is the way you listen is very important. What that is why counseling before listening to a raga is very important. You should. That is why we call, if you remember, I explained to you contemplative music therapy. For every music therapy session, it should be contemplative music therapy. That means you should be able to tell what is the type of music you are listening. That means, see, please listen to this music. This is what is the combination of swaras. This is what is the raga, and this raga gives this rasa. Please enjoy. Close your eyes and enjoy. This is how you have to bring in the music therapy session. Of course, we will teach that also, how to do that in our music therapy session. So any other doubts? So we can close this session, and thank you so much for Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Vidya Mandir, for giving me this opportunity. We'll close this session with the Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much for.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are really very grateful to you for the information you have just shared with us. And I would like to inform you all that the e-certificate you will be delivered to your registered email ID once the process is over. It is under procession. So thank you all for joining, and we will let you know about the online course, which is we are planning about the course. So thank you, ma'am, once again, and thank you all.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
It will be, and I want to just clear this clarity. You will be getting the certificate of participation in this workshop. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Pranams. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.